Hey Preds Nation, Johnny here, and with the 2023 NHL Injury Draft coming up on June 28th and June 29th, live from Bridgestone Arena, this is the second time the Preds have hosted the NHL Injury Draft in their franchise's history. This will also be the 25th NHL season for the Preds coming up this fall. So I thought I would take this time to look back at the previous 25 injury drafts that the Preds have participated in, and for you, I will name from memory. There won't be any jump cuts, so I will prove I am not cheating. From the previous 25 entry drafts, I will name every Preds first round pick without stopping, and I should be able to do it in under 5 minutes. Let's start the clock. Let's go. In 1998, the first time the Preds participated in an entry draft, they actually had the third pick, but decided to trade up with San Jose, and they selected David Legorn second overall. In 1999, the Preds took one of two failed goalie prospects so far in their history. They took Brian Finley, sixth overall. In 2000, they took Scott Hartnell, sixth overall. In 2001, they finished the season a little bit better, still out of a playoff spot when they selected Dan Hamhuis, 12th overall. In 2002, they selected Scotty Upshall, sixth overall. In 2003, the year that the Preds hosted the draft, they had the seventh pick where they selected defenseman Ryan Suter. In 2004, after making the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, the Preds selected Alexander Radulov, 15th overall. In 2005, coming out of the lockout, the Preds had the 18th overall selection, and they selected Ryan Parent. In 2006, the Preds didn't have a first round pick because they had traded that away to Washington for the services of Brennan Witt. In 2007, before I talk about the draft quickly, I'll have to remind you all that the Preds actually traded away their first round pick to Philly for the services of Peter Forsberg because they thought they had a good cup contending team that year. Well, the Preds failed to get out of the first round. They also had ownership issues. As we all know, they sold to a local ownership group, but to cut payroll, along with all the other assets they got rid of, they also had to trade Peter Forsberg back to Philadelphia for his negotiating rights because he was an unrestricted free agent. And one of the things they got back from Philly was their original first round pick that ended up being 23rd overall in the upcoming draft, and the Preds selected Jonathan Blum. In 2008, the Preds actually had two first round picks. First, seventh overall, the Preds selected Colin Wilson, and 18th overall in that same draft, the Preds selected their second failed goalie prospect so far. They selected Chet Pickard. In 2009, the Preds had the 11th overall pick, and they selected Ryan Ellis. 2010, the Preds had the 18th overall selection, and they took Austin Watson. In 2011, the Preds didn't have a first round pick because that went to Ottawa in exchange for Mike Fisher. In 2012, the Preds didn't have a first round pick. They traded away that to Buffalo for Paul Gaustad. In 2013, the Preds selected the highest they'd ever selected in a draft since selecting Upshaw in 2002, and in 2013, fourth overall, the Preds selected defenseman Seth Jones. In 2014, the Preds selected Kevin Fiala, 11th overall. In 2015, the Preds didn't have a first round pick because they traded that to Toronto with Brendan Leipsic and Olli Jokinen in exchange for Mike Santorelli and Cody Franzen. Yes, 2016, the Preds selected Dante Fabro, 17th overall. See, this is getting a little tougher, but I can still get him, I think. 2017, the Preds, after making the Cup final, so they had the second lowest pick in the first round, they selected Ellie Tovanen, 30th overall. In 2018, the Preds didn't have a first round pick because they traded that to Chicago for Ryan Hartman. In 2019, the Preds selected Philip Tomasino, 24th overall. In 2020, the Preds, coming out of the bubble with the realigned draft rules, they selected Yaroslav Askarov, 11th overall. In 2021, the Preds had two first round picks. They selected Fedor Svechkov, 19th overall, and Zachary Haru, 27th overall. And last year, the Preds selected Joakim Kamel, 17th overall. Whew, there we go. Well, that was my first of a few ideas I have for the upcoming draft to honor the Preds' 25th season that is starting again this fall. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. So, just like every other video finishes, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Predemption. And the Preds are hosting an NHL Indy Draft, and they have a ton of picks. Get hyped. You're going to be able to see young Preds players get drafted by their home team in a building they hope to play in one day, Bridgestone Arena.